I bought this repossessed Bugatti Veyron with supposedly a broken gearbox. Nothing happens if I try to go into drive. Nothing happens. But we managed to solve the problem with just a tiny fuse. And that fuse was for the hydraulic gearbox pump. And we all know fuses don't just end up like that on their own. There's got to be a problem further down the line. And also the car still has a misfire along with loads of other problems, and it's going to get even harder now because Bugatti won't sell us any parts for this car unless it's with them.
So the car would have to be on site with ourselves at any parts get ordered.
Okay, so that fuse is fine at the minute, and every time we open the door, we can hear the pump building up pressure, and everything is actually working as it should. But I don't think it's going to be long until that fuse either goes again or it burns out. There's got to be a problem further down the line. There's got to be something drawing amps, and what that is doing is the pump is building up the pressure, and then it should have accumulators which hold the pressure, and that allows you to shift gear, and the pump shouldn't reactivate until it's dropped below a certain bar of pressure. So before I test it out on the auto and see exactly how much pressure that pump's holding and whether it's losing it, I'm going to take off this quarter panel because we might be able to visually see the pump. So if we do a visual inspection first, and if nothing's visually wrong, then we'll plug the auto in and we'll see if we can see it losing pressure. First step, let's get this off because we should be able to access the pump behind it. Let's go. Now the strange thing that I found out is that during a service on the Bugatti Veyrons, each year they actually replace the gearbox pump, which says to me it must be a weak part of the car. I've never heard of anyone replacing any pumps each year on a service. And judging by the rest of this car, I highly doubt this one's been serviced. Now that the quarter panel's off, we're one step closer to accessing all the pumps and the filters for the gearbox. Okay, quarters off. It's given us way better access to all this stuff. The thing is, I can't see the gearbox pump yet. We can see MAF sensors. To get to the gearbox pump, we've got to get behind this. So that is the next stage. I'm hoping that there's something visually wrong with the pump, and that would explain why the fuse was melted in that way. But to access it, I've got to remove the body panel and then this piece of carbon, which is actually part of the rear frame. And now we can see it all. This could be our issue because it's very damp here, isn't it? All this is wet and that should be bone dry. But where is it coming from? And where is it leaking from? Actually, I was expecting to see it. Is it just weeping out of that, do you think? To make sure there was no leaks, first I cleaned everything with brake cleaner.